Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about Bianca Censori father allegedly being the mastermind behind her, literally, if not allegedly, taking away all that Kanye West is currently worth. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because this is what many people on the internet believe is happening. People believe that Bianca Censori is Ye's handler full time. And with this handling, Bianca is being guided by her dad, who is of mafioso ties behind the scenes, on what to do in order to get Kanye West to trust her. And while Kanye West is so trusting and so believing of her, she then goes in and she's gonna take the entire cookie jar, not some of the cookies from the jar, but the entire cookie jar in itself. No, you know what? If this happens, it will be sad, but I'll have to say that Kanye deserves it. He deserves it because while no one deserves to have what they have taken, what they have worked for, fairly taken away from them in such a salacious manner, why I say Kanye deserve it is the fact that this man was willing to trash Kim Kardashian, trash his kids, because he's with a new girl. Kim Kardashian is an ugly white woman, and we should not allow these ugly white women to raise back children. And while he's saying that, Bianca is there with him, cuddling with him, and she's still quiet. Bianca is not willing to step aside from anything, no matter the storm, no matter the weather. She has no boundaries. She has no barriers. And as such, I believe this is why the internet thinks she's given handler vibes. Because how is it that you just sit there, you don't allow your husband, you allow your husband, that is, to take nitrous oxide. You allow him to say the darnest thing on the internet, being sick, and you're not getting involved in any shape, means, or capacity. And as such, when you look at the fact that Bianca Censori still owes power of attorney for Kanye West, you have to ask, what is the end goal? What is the end plan? Bianca's dad is good with numbers, accounting, and all of that jazz. We heard the last time that Ye was worth over $3 billion. And what we all can agree, whether you like to love Ye or love to hate Ye, is that the worst timeline of Kanye West is since his relationship or marriage to Bianca Censori. It is literally the worst timeline. You can say whatever you want to say about Kim. You can hate Kim from here to Timbuktu. It's not going to change the fact that Bianca is literally Kanye's literal downfall. You thought those tweets were his downfall. You thought those things that he has said was his downfall. It is Bianca. Bianca is giving downfall. I was put in the position to do this. I'm from a mafia family. When the mafia daughter goes in to take down an individual, I have to follow the instructions given and have to take down the individual. We're watching the takedown of Tupac all over again. And this is what many people are not getting. I know many people believe that it was Diddy who took out Tupac. No, it was a father and daughter duo who actually took down Tupac. Y'all need to watch Sloan Bella for that video. Sloan Bella told us that the shot that killed Tupac did not come from outside the car. It came from inside the car. The police report said there are two people in the car. Sloan is saying there's a third, and she's saying that the truth is gonna come out. Now, when I talk about Sloan Bella, a lot of people are in their feelings saying that she doesn't know what she's talking about. Most recently, someone was like, but she said Diddy was not gonna go to trial. Yes, the case is in court, but if we listen to her words, sometimes I may get, what she's saying wrong. But there's one thing that we can all say she has been consistent about when it comes to Diddy is his downfall, the year and the month. She has been consistent about that, right? Another thing that she's consistent about is that she says They are not going to want Diddy to take the stand. Diddy himself is not going to go to trial. So we have to look at it for what it is. The case is in trial. Is Diddy on trial? Absolutely not. No, she did say that when Diddy started talking, they were going to stitch his mouth shut. And she said that, she wasn't quite sure if it's energetically or what that may mean. And if you look into it so far, Diddy has not taken the stand. And if he does, we're going to see if he starts talking, he's going to stop and then refuse to talk. Because I find it truly fascinating how Sloan was able to pick up on everything else and to carry us this far, and for people to convince us that even though she has carried us this far, she's wrong. I don't think she's wrong. I think we're seeing things playing out exactly as how she said, but it's just that there's some gaps, some little misinterpretation there. So as it relates to Kanye West, what I'm saying is that, many people think that it was Diddy who did the takedown of Tupac. No, it was a female, and that female, Sloan Bella said it was a father-daughter duo, and Tupac's takedown was a political hit that was hired. So when you look at what is happening to Ye has a mafia daughter in his circle. And if she's not able to protect Ye from drugs, alcohol, that abusive dentist, if she's not protecting Ye from those elements, why would she not protect him? Is it that she's a part of the takedown? Because you have to listen to what the internet is saying sometimes. And you guys know that the internet has been right on a lot of things, and they have been equally wrong on a lot of things just the same. Now, some of the things that the internet is known to be correct on is with Cardi B and Offset, Halle Bailey, and DDG. Now the internet believes that Bianca is the one that's gonna literally, truly, and Kanye West take him for all that he has. And, whether this is true or not, I can definitely understand why they would be pointing fingers at Bianca Censori. Because the thing is, how is it that we thought with you, Ye was getting better when slowly but surely he was getting worse. He's now losing everything. When he was with you, the anti-Semite statements, they just keeps rolling for him. There's no hesitation. There's no fear. And he's saying that even against black people, he spoke unpleasantly about his mom. So it's as though we see Bianca, she has the power of attorney, but is it that the power of attorney, she has it because what? Why does Ye trust this woman so much to be giving her some power over his, life possessions? And why is it that the power has extended to the where she basically controls everything? She literally controls everything. Is this Kanye West's way of saying that he's gonna get back at Kim? And if he wants to get back at Kim, why does he see it fit to try and get back at Kim? For what reason? Because I believe that Kim has moved on. I believe we can see that Kim has moved on. And if he thinks that giving Bianca Censori the power of attorney is what is going to give him access to get back at Kim, he's only getting back at himself. As I've said, Ye is on the flip side of his life. Everything that Ye used to stand against, that is what he's standing for now. And that is being on the flip side of his life, like the flip side of his reality. And to know that Ye was a well-thinking, very constructive individual that people would stop, listen to, people would drop everything to listen to a Kanye West lecture, to now saying that we're tired of Kanye West. We don't want to hear him anymore. What is he, gonna do now? Because he has done so much. People are just waiting for him to get worse. People are not waiting for Kanye to get better. And we've never seen where people have been waiting for Kanye to get worse. We've always seen people waiting on Kanye to be better, and he steps forward always trying to put his best foot forward. So the problem is people are not seeing a repeat of that. If they're not seeing where Kanye West is putting his best foot forward and trying to be better, then guess what? Naturally, they're going to start looking at his wife Bianca and ask her, what are you up to? What is your father up to? Is your father setting you up to do this? And who does he owe a favor? Is your father even truly involved as we are thinking? Because why would you sit there and allow someone that you took a vow with in front of a pastor to self-destruct like this? Isn't that you're self-destructing as well? And if you're self-destructing, your husband is self-destructing, who's looking after you too? It can't be that tiny sister of yours. It has to be a group of people because things are bad. It's like a rotten spoiled fruit with Kanye and Bianca. So the thing is, when people are looking at it from different angles, you really can't blame them. It doesn't matter how much you love Ye, especially if you love him. When you love someone, you're going to question things. You're going to question the process. Why is this happening? Why did you sit there and watch him took all that nitrous oxide? Why didn't you get involved? Did you even get involved? Was there even an attempt to get involved? And what did you say? So these concerns and questions, I believe they're valid. I believe they're genuine. I don't think that anyone means to disrespect her father. And even though they're wondering if her dad has anything to do with it, I don't think they're literally pointing fingers at him. They're just saying like, come on, we need some clarity because what is going on between you two, it's not looking good. And because they know that the music industry, they deal in the art of subtly taking out people for them to, pass away where it seems as though they have passed from a illness that they have had or addiction that they've had. We have seen and heard this often. So with people questioning Bianca's dad agenda, wondering if he's involved, wondering if he's telling his daughter what to do to ensure that Kanye gets ended once and for all, you really cannot blame them. Now, I don't know if Bianca's dad is involved in anything at all. So let me just say that from my personal perspective or view, I cannot say if he's involved in anything whatsoever. But what I do hope is that if he is involved, it is all good, all positive, and not taking away. But at the same time, if he's involved, there's no good or positive here between Kanye and Bianca. And the people who are cheering on Ye, telling Ye, go Ye, you're doing fine, sweetie. No, he's not. He's not doing fine. When people are doing fine, they don't go to rehab. When people are doing fine, they don't act a damn fool on the internet. And it's time that we stop supporting harmful behaviors. These behaviors, they're very bad, very deadly, very harmful. But anywho, guys, that's just my 2 cents on what some of the critics on the internet has to say, or as some may say, as to what some netizens have to say. Is Bianca's dad behind any of this, guys? Do you think that what some people believe have some amount of truth to it? Because people believe Bianca's dad could potentially be, directing his daughter on how to move, what to do to trick you into believing that she's this sweet, calm, nice, innocent girl. And then before you know it, he's going to lose everything. But didn't Dr. Dennis Connolly tried to do that, and that's the reason why they gave him all that nitrous oxide? Is there a connection between Dentist Connolly and Bianca's family? I haven't seen any, but we can check. We can definitely look into the possibilities of that. Even though when it comes to those things, oftentimes it is very hard to detect. But anywho, guys, what's your take? While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Peace.